Hey friends, Zach Young. I am doing part number 2 of the wealth creation series that we just started yesterday. And I want to thank you all for all the awesome feedback you gave me, through Facebook, YouTube. I'm doing this to help you all, to provide value to this community and to people's lives. Okay, so I'm going to be breaking this up, as I said yesterday, in really small videos and series. That way you can just kind of watch them as you get time, and you can implement and apply what you learn without having to sit down for a long video session, right? Anyway, what I wanted to hit on today, the first step towards wealth creation, no matter where you're at now, whether you're deep in debt or, barely getting by, like you have just enough coming in to cover the bills but no more, or whether you have a lot of money, right, and you're already accumulating wealth. The first step, that I found when I was in a place of deep in debt, had more going out than what we had coming in. The first step is assessing your situation, right? Like some people, their finances are so much out of control, that they don't even know if they're coming or going. Yeah, they'll bounce checks. They don't, keep track of a register. They have no clue how much is coming in, how much is going out. They might have collectors calling, but, it's just a mess, right? So the first thing is to really just find out where you're at, right? Doing either like an Excel spreadsheet or even a simple notepad and paper, and just write down, okay, these are my monthly bills, okay? So I'm not going to talk specifically about budgeting today, but this is the best way I know to assess exactly where you're at. Okay, so first start by writing money out that you owe to everyone. Yeah, like the debt that you owe to credit card companies, debtors, etc. Right? Write that down, and then you want to write a column of how much is going out monthly, right? And then you want to write a column of how much money you bring in. Monthly too, whether you're paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, whatever, right? So you're going to have one column or section showing how much is going out a month, and then you're going to have one column or section showing how much is coming in per month, okay? And on the money coming in, like if you're an employee, you get W-2s, taxes are taken out, like you actually want to write down like how much you actually bring home, right? Because the other money that is held out for taxes or whatever, you'll never see that throughout the year, so you can't apply that towards your current situation, right? So the first step, like I said, that you need to do, first you need to understand where you're at, okay? And if after doing this exercise, if you've never done anything like this before, you find out that like you're way upside down or tanked, or like that this exercise isn't designed to like condemn you or make you feel bad, right? Like 90% or more of us have had horrible financial upbringing, horrible financial situations. This isn't stuff we're taught in school, and a lot of this is passed down from generation to generation. And people don't do it on purpose. I mean, obviously our parents didn't say, hey, I want you struggling for the rest of your life like we are financially. This is how you do it. It's just, we always do what we've been taught. We're a product of our environment. And, majority of us have been taught, go to work, go to school, get good grades, go to college, or just go get a good job, and, everything will work out, right? Like the better grades you get, the better job you get, the more money you'll make. That's the theory, right? That might have worked a long time ago, but that doesn't work as much anymore. And we'll get into that. I don't want to be bouncing all over. Going to stay really focused and clear on this. Okay. So assess where you're at. If you find you're in a not good place, be encouraged by that, even though that might sound funny, because at least now, right? Like you have a target of how much is going out a month, how much you have coming in, and then the next step, we'll determine what to do, on part 3 with that information, right? But that's the first thing you got to do in order to know where you're going. You at least got to know where you're at now. Okay, so anyway. Part 2, more tomorrow. We will continue this, or on part 3, whenever I get to it. It might be tomorrow. And again, if you like this, if this was helpful today, please comment. If you saw it on YouTube, give me comments, like, dislike, whatever, and the same on Facebook too, okay? I'll continue to share these if they're valuable to people, right? This is stuff I know, so it's stuff that we apply and we get results from. So like, you know, it's good to get a refresher every once in a while, and I don't know it all, but I do know enough to have us where we're at here, right? So, like, I'm not just doing this for the fun of it. I'm doing it to help people, okay? So if I know it's truly helping you, even one person, then I'll do this. But if not, then, you know, it doesn't make sense for me to spend my time when I could be doing other stuff. So thanks for watching. Have an awesome day, and I will continue part 3, and I'll notify you when it's up. So thank you. Bye-bye.